Welcome. Today we shall be taking up the domain of chapter 1. We want to enter the Arjun Vishad Yoga Kshetra, the area, the domain, the field of coverage of the first chapter or the first discipline of yoga. It is Arjun Vishad Yoga, and this formulation, Arjun Vishad Yoga, is leading us to TC value 54, and value 54 is equal to the summation value of 4 folds of hypercube of 4. As such, we shall make a specific note that the Arjun Vishad Yoga, chapter 1 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, is a area, a domain, a field which is the domain of hypercube 14. We know value 14 is equal to 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, which is hypercube of 4. Therefore, hypercube of 4 with its 4 folds, 2 space in the role of dimension, 3 space in the role of boundary, 4 space as domain, and 5 space as origin, gives us value 14. When this value 14 is approached further for its expression as creation, it will be hypercube of 14, and hypercube 14 is a 4-fold manifestation rare, 12, 13, 14 and 15, means we are now where the hypercube 14 will be of 29 depth versions. Hypercube 14 is of 29 versions. Value 29 is the TC value of Brahma. Therefore, this domain, Arjun Vishad Yoga, is the domain of the creation of the Creator. Lord Brahma is the supreme creator. The creations of Lord Brahma are of quadruple folds: dimension fold, boundary fold, domain fold, and origin fold. This 4 folds structure, this 4 folds format, these 4-fold creations are the subject matter of comprehension of the Arjuna. Dhritarashtra, who posed in terms of the first shloka with the desire to know what happened, how the participation, how the achievements have been of his sons Kauravas and his brother sons Pandavas. The anxiety, the desire, the urge of Dhritarashtra was to know what is the fate of the participation of his sons Kauravas and his brother sons Pandavas. His anxiety was this: Dhritarashtra had his own views of his own comprehension, his own insight about hypercube 4 as the format of the creation of the Creator, and Arjuna as well had his own insight, his own comprehension of the fate of the creations along this format. for the sadhakas fulfilled with intensity of urge to know the format, features and values of Arjuna Vishad Yoga shall also be face to face with their own comprehension of creations along four-space format. Four-space format is a quadruple creation with two space in the role of a dimension, three space in the role of a boundary, four space as domain, and five space as origin. We see that this creation is having four space as a domain. Five space is the origin. One who wants to have an insight about the creation, one who wants to have an enlightenment of this creation, in fact, is to glimpse the origin of a four space. Now, origin of a four space is the origin of a quadruple dimensional order. There are as many as quadruple spatial dimensions. Therefore, these dimensional frame is putting a seal at the origin. It is this seal which is coming in the way of comprehension of the Dhritarashtra, and it is also causing delusion for the Arjuna as well. Dhritarashtra is blind. By blind we mean here in the context that he can have a glimpse of through hearing and through other aids of the senses and can reach up till this seal. So he is seeing that everything stands sealed here, and this seal is in the form of a fourfold creations or bodily existence phenomenon. Now, there is no insight, there are no eyes for being through it, and for it we know to glimpse through this, he is taking the assistance of a Sanjay who has an insight for glimpsing through the origin by transcending the origin. Now, transcendence through origin is the limit. The origin as a seal coming in the way of sensory comprehension of the existence phenomenon, which in manifested form is marking its presence in the manifested fourfold creations, which are causing delusion for the Arjuna, and it is this delusion, it is this Vishad which is confronting him, and he is expressing himself what he is comprehending the fate of the war. Dhritarashtra is absolutely blind. He is not even in a position to project as to what is going to be there. Arjuna could project, but his projection is that the war as such is not the solution, and he wants to run away, he wants to withdraw. Sadhakas are fulfilled with intensity of urge to be parallel with the insight, the enlightenment of Srimad Bhagavad Gita shall at the initial stage be parallel with the Vishad of Arjuna, the delusion of an Arjuna, or the anxiety and urge of a Dhritarashtra. It is this anxiety of the Dhritarashtra, it is this delusion of the Arjuna, and the way Sanjay is having a full spectrum before him. Before we proceed further to have a visit to this domain or different phases or different specific halt points of this domain, let us refresh ourselves that Srimad Bhagavad Gita is a part of the bigger scripture Ur Mahabharatam. It is part of the 6th Parva. There are 18 Parvas. The Mahabharatam is a scripture of 18 parts, and it is in the 6th part designated as a Bhisham Parva, that in Bhisham Parva this scripture is there. This present scripture, present text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, of which chapter 1 is Arjuna Vishad Yoga, which is being taken as an independent, complete, self-referral scripture, is here of a 47 shlokas range. And we know that Pushpika, the total flow in the form of 47 ranges, is going to be of 48 letters. And 48 we know is 2 into 4 into 6, and it comes parallel to the value of the dimensional frame of 6 space. 4 space, creator space, is playing the role of a dimension, and 4 space itself is of the order of the spatial order. It is this organization of a 6 space in the form of 4 space as a dimension, as a creative order. But the creative order itself is of a spatial order. It is this spatial order of the creative order which is causing delusion for Arjuna, and which is making Dhritarashtra as a blind. Dhritarashtra is blind would means there is no application of the eyes. The pair of eyes, or the dimensions parallel to the spatial dimension of a 4 space. Lord Brahma is a 4-head Lord, and each head is equipped with a pair of eyes. But Dhritarashtra is blind. For him, this 2 space as such is a value 2. He is not in a position to see the dimensional order of the 2 space itself. We know that 0 space is playing the role of dimension of a 2 space. For him, because of blindness, the spectrum comes to be, and it gets halted at a plane as such as value 2, and there is going to be nothing beyond that. Going beyond the structures of 2 space itself is out of the range of comprehension of Dhritarashtra. Arjuna is having a pair of eyes, and he is also having a company of Lord Krishna, means 6 space. So Arjuna with the pair of eyes and company of 6 space would mean that in between there is a 4 space which is a creative order, and Arjuna straightway jumps to 6 space, and this jump over a 4 space is cause of his delusion. Arjuna is in delusion as he is in company of a Lord Krishna, and it appears to him as if there is no gap between him and Lord. He starts comparing himself with the Lord, taking it to be his companion. So 6 space and 2 space for him appear to be companions. But in between there is a creator's space. There is a 4 space. The need is to understand the role of a 4 space. It is this role which is being skipped over, and it is the ignorance, and it is the cause of a delusion of an Arjuna. Before we proceed further, let us have a specific visit to these quadruple formulations. Apaurushiya, which is beyond, which transcends the human frame. Ayoni, which transcends the birth from the mother's womb, and then the transcendence from Purusha to Purushottam, the excellence reach of the Purusha within human frame, and then it is in the universe of the reach of the air, the fourth element within a space, Marutgana. Now, Marutganas are of TC value 49, the excellence is also 49, and the aportia in a dynamic state is 49, but aportia itself is of value 36 and Ayoni is value 19. 36 is 6 square and 49 is 7 square. As such, the Purushottama would mean that we have to transcend from 6 square to 7 square, and 6 square we know is equal to the grid 5 cross 7, which accommodates 35 double digit numbers of a 6 place value system, and 36 transcends therefrom, being the first triple digit number of a 6 place value system. Therefore, it is this transcendence which is beyond comprehension of a Arjun. But it is not the thought, idea, or even visualization for the Arjuna that there can be a transcendence, and this transcendence would give a reach beyond our double digit numbers, means it will go to third, means we can go beyond, we can transcend to space, is within the reach of an Arjuna. He has a pair of eyes, but he is not in a position to appreciate that monad with NVF value 47, another monad value 47, making dimonad of value 60, and this dimonad value as 47 plus 47 is equal to 94 is equal to trimonad. How is it that the pair of linear axes, when synthesized, they lead to value 3, and 2 space is having 3 space in the role of a origin of 2 space. So the difficulty of Arjuna is that he is having pair of eyes and he visualizes that the 2 space itself, plane itself, will be having a pair of axes. But the zero value of these axes as such are coming in his way to appreciate that these would be the end values of an interval, or that it will lead to 1 space in the role of a dimension, or that 3 spaces to play the role of an origin of a 2 space. So Arjuna's delusion is that he is reaching up till the pair of axes as a dimensional frame of a 2 space, but is held up at this origin seat, and he is not in a position to comprehend, to visualize the 3 space in the role of an origin. Dhritarashtra's difficulty is that he is held up at this 2 space as area itself, as domain itself. Dhritarashtra is not visualizing the axis even. The Arjuna is not visualizing that there is an origin along with the axis, and this origin seat is the origin or a center of a plane, and this origin or a center of a plane is a seat of solid origin. So the transcendence is coming in the way of the Arjuna and also in the way of the Dhritarashtra. Sanjay is gifted that he can glimpse and transcend this. So Arjuna is held up, the Dhritarashtra is held up. Sanjay could visualize, could glimpse and imbibe. Now, these things, how there can be a birth without a mother. So mother and father and the son comprehension as a model is not the model of the nature. It is the model of the nature that it can create itself, it can duplicate itself. And for it, the best example will be that we have a values range 1 to 28, and then when we reach at their factors, we'll see up till reaching 28, the number of factors will go 56. It would be 28 plus 28. So it is self-duplication of the value 28. It is this value 28 which is the value of a Brahm. So Brahma, value 29, as a linear range of discrete range of 29 points, is having 28 gaps. So it is this inherent within the gaps, the structure phenomenon, which is a yoni. It is the stage where no discrete points as a range are required. In the gaps of their own, there emerges another generic of numbers. Therefore, while we shall be progressing, while we shall be reaching up till the end of this scripture, we will each time will be confronted with these phenomena of aportia. What is that which is happening even without the human frame? What existence phenomenon dispenses with the human frame? It is aportia. Where is aportia? We know 36 is a paranava. Srimad Bhagavad Gita will enlighten us. Paranava Sarvadeshu. In the entire Vedas, there is a format of a paranava, means value 36, means it will transcend the human frame. So Vedas are a format which transcends the human frame. And ayoni, it doesn't require a duplication format in the form of a father and a mother. We will be coming to these. But for the present, when we are at chapter 1, then it is advisable that we shall be through shlokas 7, 14, 21, 28, 35 and 42. We can easily see that this is 7 into 1, it is 7 into 2, 7 into 3, 7 into 4, 7 into 5 and 7 into 6. So we can draw a parallel table 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We know that Srimad Bhagavad Gita, as Arjun Vishad Yoga, is having a split for its 21st shloka as well as for 28th shloka. That means the choice of value 7, which we know equal to the geometric range of 3 space, means the cube, the 3 space body, hypercube 3 is having 7 versions, and cube is having a linear order. So 1 space as a dimension takes you 3 space as a domain of 7 versions. Now see, the basic Ganit is a formulation around Gan, and Gan we know it gives us value 3, or gives us value 1, and then it gives us value 7, and then it with again starting with 1 is giving us a fillip that in a cyclic order we can have 3, 1, 7 and 1. So from 3, from a cycle, we can proceed with both orientations. It is this reach on both orientations, 3, 1 and 7, 3, 1 and 7, which is at work. And it is because of it that there is going to be an ultimately a reach up till 7, from where a different phenomenon, different role, different mathematics, different order, means it will be transcending cube to hypercube form. So cube we know is having 1 space leading to 3 space, and 4 space we know is 2 space in the role of a dimension leading us to 4 space. Now, this situation will further help us appreciate that if we are at value 1, then 2, then if the question arises, what should be the next term or what would be the previous term, then one answer naturally would be 0, 1, 2 and 3. However, if we are conscious and we see to reach from here to here would mean we have to multiply by 2, and reach back here we have to divide it by 2. So it is this procedure. So if we are having only 1 and 2 with us, then the duplicating procedure will take here to 4 and halving procedure will take us to half. Therefore, it this quadruple which is missing for those who apply the logic of 1 more than before, being as if we are having a reach at 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 0, 1, 2, 3. Now it is this reach of the values 0, 1, 2 and 3 which is not the meaning, not the only meaning of the range of the linear progression of Ganita Sutra 1. Instead, it is also of the format of this format. So we have to appreciate this particular format. Once we see how the Arjuna and Dhritarashtra are taking it to be the sequential progression being of the whole numbers 0, 1, 2 and 3, and they are missing that it could be half, 1, 2 and 4. It is this thing which is the central point of the Arjuna Vishad Yoga. Now let us see what Shloka 7 says. Here it is that the Dhritarashtra son Duryodhan is informing Dronacharya about the commanders of his army. So Shloka 7 is the phase when Dhritarashtra's son Duryodhan starts describing to Dronacharya, his guru, the commander-in-chief of the Kauravas army, as to how many and which of them are the other commanders of his army to work and fight under his commandership. The next stage is that once this description follows, then on the side of the Pandavas, Lord Krishna himself blows the conch, and this Panchajanya conch, this Panchajanya Shankh. Now this is the stage where the description follows of the commanders of the Kauravas enemy. Here is the stage where the Pandavas commander-in-chief, the carrier, Lord Krishna himself as a Sarthi, blows the conch. Now, this phase to this phase, when we reach an ahead, when this happens, then the Arjuna requests that Lord Krishna, that his chariot be brought at the battle line, the line around which the armies of Kauravas and Pandavas have posted themselves for having a wait for the moment when command follows that they should start fighting. Now Arjuna wants to have a first-hand final glimpse of the position at the battlefield. When Arjuna is having a glimpse of it, and then at here the Arjuna is having a glimpse of that with whom is he going to fight. How the entire 4 generations are confronting each other, they are ready for the war. And after glimpsing this, the Arjuna feels that the outcome of this war is going to be so fearful for him that he wants to convey that he is feeling, he is having those signals in his body, or his body is not sustaining the spectrum of the features projectable from the war they are going to enter upon. And as 42, he comes to the conclusion that the outcome of this war is going to be when whole social structure, whole existence phenomenon of his imagination, of the families and the lifespans, relationships and the management and the existence as a groups, as families, are going to be absolutely destroyed. This is the Vishad. This is the delusion. And this delusion is there because for Arjuna it appears that everything is to stop at the dimensional frame. The way 4-space domain stands framed, the way the dimensional frame is sustaining this 4-space domain is ultimate for him. Dhritarashtra is even not visualizing this. Arjuna is comprehending it, that there is going to be this dimensional frame, and he is also having a first visual impression that this war will destroy the origin. He is understanding that this seal at the origin is going to be unlocked, and with it this dimensional frame is going to wither away. So all the spatial order, all the quadruple dimensions of 4-space are going to get disintegrated. With it is this disintegration whose comprehension of a reach in a transcendental domain is out of imbibing capacity of the nervous system, the knowledge field of the Arjuna. It is here where the consciousness of Arjuna is coming in his way. So his consciousness is of the manifested format, and he is only at the Jagrit Avastha, the waking state, and he is in delusion about the subsequent phases and stages of a consciousness. From this phase and stage, we will pick up and we will transit from Arjuna Vishad Yoga to a Sankhya Yoga. Thank you very much.